another edition of Three in the Key. I'm excited to talk about round two of the NBA playoffs. We'll do a brief recap of what happened in round one. Very excited. Great hoops all around. There's only been one-sided. Well, no, there's been a couple one-sided series, but the other series that were one-sided, they had great players, so I'm not mad at it. It was good. So first things first, we saw the end of a couple eras, is what it looks like. The Timberwolves knocked off the Suns, swept them boys. They had 4-0. Anthony Edwards. We talked about it at the beginning of the season. Like we've been saying, we have great takes here. We said the Timberwolves and Thunder up next. They both swept their first round opponents. So, Grant, what do you think? What are you looking forward to about the Timberwolves after seeing what they did to the Suns?
Yeah, man, they beat down the Suns, and it was mostly defense. Defensive intensity was there, which is something the Suns lacked. And the Timberwolves are a top defense in the league, so it makes sense. I think it was just surprising how it never felt like the Suns were ever in control of any game. And that, you think KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. Actually, let's really talk about Bradley Beal because he stunk up that series. Let's be honest. He stunk that series up. KD and Booker were hooping. I mean, Booker had 40 in an elimination game. What can you do? You did your job. 40. So the team was constructed poorly. The Suns just aren't good enough defensively. And I think they have a lot of things to work on or think about this offseason. So definitely getting some defensive players and actually finding a point guard in a role. Like, they need role players. They got the stars. They need role players. So,
yeah, the Suns are cooked. The Suns are cooked, and the most disappointing thing about the Suns, and it's the same thing that the Lakers did. Like, the Suns from 2020 and the Lakers from 2021 have literally systematically destroyed finals level teams because they were too hungry. These boys were just thirsty as hell, bro. God dang, bro. Like, you already got Shorty, bro. Why do you need to goddamn try to get her a friend? Then you lose them both. That's what they did. In 2021, the Suns lost in 6 in the finals to Giannis. Giannis went crazy. It happens. But that team with Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, all these players, you can definitely make an argument Chris Paul was going to get old. I don't necessarily mind the Chris Paul for Beal trade, but to be 1,000% honest, there was no reason to trade for KD. And it's time to actually start looking at the facts. And the facts say that unless KD has the best team of all time, he's not championship. He's just a hooper. And don't get me wrong, he's a great hooper. He's an all-time great hooper. But, I mean, if we're trying to win a chip, we're in the finals. I do kind of understand it because they were in the finals. So you're kind of thinking, that's KD's specialty. Go to a team that loses in the finals and get him over the hump. But unfortunately, this time, KD coming off the injury, a little older. Beal didn't show up. And, I mean, it's just tough. I mean, the other thing I do want to say, though, is that the Timberwolves were literally damn near tied for the 1 seed. So some of it is the Suns, and I do think they're cooked in terms of championship window. And I do think the new owner and the GM, they didn't need to look in the mirror and say, how do we go from a championship level team to a first round exit team? And what can we do to work on this in the future? At the same time, I think just as much as it's the Suns' fault, the Timberwolves are here, bro. The Timberwolves are here. Anthony Edwards is here. Cat is here. Surprised he came back from injury looking so normal. Like, he looks normal. Gobert is here. They got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels, bro. They got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels. That joint aged like fine wine. So, tip your cap to the Wolves.
Hey, bro. I've never met a D1 KD hater like you. I've never met a man who hates KD as much as you.
Bro, KD, bro.
That's what he does. Goes to finals teams after they lose. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's literally how he runs his career, bro. Dang, let me go goddamn chase this super team, bro. Let me go chase behind Steph, Clay, Draymond. Let me go chase behind Irving and Harden. Let me go chase behind Beal and Durant. I mean, Beal and Booker. He was actually already given a super team when he got drafted, and he decided to leave it. for the guaranteed chip.
Right. He
And I
wasn't
get
given
that.
a super team. He was the first one drafted there.
Yeah.
No, 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 yeah, yeah. I'm not saying the second he got there, but bro, that's a row one organization.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of seeing that organization matters a lot. We were very spoiled because LeBron was going to the finals every single year, but LeBron's once in a generation. In real life, the teams that are actually doing well in our lifetime, the Warriors, the Heat, even the Celtics, even though they haven't won, the Nuggets, like these are good organizations. And that's why I do think OKC will be good in the future. I don't know if I can see them winning a championship this year, but even though they were the one seed, but they've been a good organization for the past 15 years. And at some point, that joint has to pay off.
Mm-hmm.
The Suns, on the other hand, that's a rocky team right there. So you're gonna get rocky results.
So, how do you guys feel about KD's legacy now? I think this is a very painful hit to KD's legacy, showing that he gets swept with a team with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. Like, KD's arguably top 15 player ever, definitely a top 10 scorer ever, and you get swept in the first round.
I mean, honestly, I think his legacy was cemented once he went to the Warriors and won those chips, bro. Because
Probably.
after he left, he didn't do anything. Like, yeah, he's still All Star. Yeah, he's still one of the greatest scorers in the league. But like, he went to Brooklyn. He tried to do a super team there. Didn't work. Now that was a little bit different. People were injured. Whatever. He was like, all right, let's try this again in Phoenix. It's not working. I think the league and these players need to understand it's not as easy to form a super team as they think it is. Like
Yeah, they think it's a game.
I think everybody saw Miami do it and was like, oh, like we could do this. Or they saw the Warriors do it and they're like, oh, we can do it. The Warriors had two MVPs. The Warriors added two of arguably of the greatest top 10 players ever to their squad.
Yeah.
The Heat had LeBron James. People consider him the greatest basketball player of all time. It's not easy. Like, you can't just throw three guys together that are all stars and be like, okay, we're probably gonna win a chip. Because when what Grant was saying about like homegrown teams, like well-run organizations, the Thunder, the Nuggets, even the Timberwolves, they had a trade, but like they drafted Karl Anthony Towns, they drafted
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, like
Yeah.
they drafted half their squad. Like these guys came up on the Timberwolves, on the Thunder, and now like you see them succeeding. I think a lot of people are too hungry to like want to win right now.
Yeah, bro.
I
They
got
want that microwave joint.
yeah,
It's
they want the
social media, bro. Social media has people win right now, because if you don't win right now, you're getting cooked all over social media, and they
Yeah.
fire the coach.
You do,
Yeah, I do agree with that.
you do.
Like, I'm seeing it takes time. It literally takes time, bro. How many years did it take Giannis to win there? I don't understand what, bro. The Bucks damn near destroyed a finals team just because Giannis got hurt in the first round last year. They decided, hey, we have a finals level team, arguably the best player in the world, but we're just going to destroy it. And I think teams are just getting a little bit crazy. It's okay. And the Spurs should have showed us this. And I'm, as a fan, I'm not even necessarily normally this calm about it, but like zooming out, I can see it. The Spurs won 5 chips. They won their chips from 1999 to 2014, bro. They only won 5 chips in 15 years. And they were like, I mean, we won 55 games this year. We're not going to fire the coach and trade our best player, bro.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. They finally had to trade their best player because they finally dealt with a guy in Kawhi that just, the personalities didn't mix, bro. And I get that, and now they stink. But I'm sure they wouldn't have preferred to do that either. The teams think it's a game, but going back to your question, Grant, yeah, I agree with Jay. KD's legacy is straight. KD's legacy, even as a KD hater, this is, I mean, we're getting spoiled by not only LeBron but KD too. Like, KD is coming off, I don't remember ACL or Achilles, but he's coming off a horrible injury, and he's what, 36? He's 36, and he's probably top 5 in the league in scoring. That's not normal. Like this is beyond the time where he should have been winning. I don't rock with KD because of what he did during his prime, leaving OKC going to the Warriors. But in terms of this isn't like, oh, he lost in the first round, so he's no longer top 15. KD is KD, bro. This is just icing on the cake. This is damn near the dessert, bro, for him. This, I mean, literally, like I said about Bron the other day, this is the Wizards' years, bro. It's just that with Bron and KD specifically, and it looks like Steph is gonna follow right behind them. Their Wizards' years, they're just still top 20, which is crazy. They're still just doing ridiculous stuff every night. But in terms of like making the impact to win day in and day out, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the second round. Let's talk about what else is going on in the league. So we know the Thunder are next. We know the Timberwolves and Nuggets are matched up with each other. What series are you guys looking forward to, or possible series are you guys looking forward to the most? Kaim, I'll start with you.
Hey man, I'm taking the tried and true. I do not feel like guessing 2-2 series, bro, because I would be mad if I get it wrong. The Suns versus the Wolves. I mean, not the Suns. They got up out of there. The Wolves versus the Nuggets. This is going to be a good series. This is going to be a good series because low key right now, Giannis, Embiid, Jokic are like the middle generation, and they are at huge risk. I mean, Jokic is kind of cemented, but they're at huge risk of kind of being passed over, bro. Because you got the KD, Steph, LeBron guys, they're fading out. Then you got the Luka, the Shea, the Jason Tatum, the Ja Morant, if he can goddamn put the 9 away, the goddamn all these players, and of course Anthony Edwards. These players are right here, and they're 1 seeds, 2 seeds, 1 seeds in the East, 1 seeds in the West. Like this young group is ready. Then what Charles Barkley said, them young boys coming. Them young boys coming. And this will kind of be the first test of Anthony Edwards. Like, okay, now you're facing a motherfucker, bro. Excuse my language. But now you're facing Jokic, bro. So this will be like, don't get me wrong, if he loses, it's not like we were talking about, it's not like legacy or nothing like that because he's young. But this will be Anthony Edwards' first little taste of seeing what it's like to face, like, because he's not facing prime KD in that first round. Last year he faced Jokic, they got him out of there. So the Nuggets are looking like they're gonna try to rematch their way all the way to the finals, bro. They crushed the Lakers again. They're gonna try to crush the Wolves. I think, to be 100% honest, I think Anthony Edwards has some hero moments. Makes our jaws drop, but Denver's just too much as a team. And I think Minnesota's like ISO ball at the end of the game is going to come back to bite them when the Nuggets are going to get open shots. I'm definitely taking the Nuggets in like 5 or 6 to keep it a buck. But I think it'll be entertaining.
I think it's going to 7. I'll just say that. I think you hit on everything I wanted to hit on. I think it's going to 7. I think it's up in the air, man. I think the Timberwolves are a better team than the Lakers. The Timberwolves are a better team than the Lakers. Timberwolves play better defense, way better defense.
They do play way better defense.
Hey, that's all the Lakers needed to win those games. So I think the Timberwolves play better defense. I think in terms of matchups, it's good matchups. I mean, Jokic going against probably the defensive player of the year and Rudy Gobert. Hey, man. Mike Conley's no slouch on defense, too. He got Jamal Murray. You think KCP is going to stop Anthony Edwards?
No.
I think
there we go.
He'll try his best.
And the last one is Jaden McDaniels and Michael Porter Jr. And Jaden McDaniels is no defensive slouch.
Honestly, they'll probably put Anthony Edwards or Jaden McDaniels on Murray to start,
and then Cat on Gordon.
Yeah, and then Cat on Gordon, and they'll let Conley hide on KCP. And then they basically just have an extra defender because Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels are both locked down.
Yeah.
And one of them is going to be guarding Michael Porter Jr. I wonder how good they'll be off ball, though, because that's the thing about the Nuggets. When I think about defense, like I low-key have to remind myself to stop being casual sometimes. I'm thinking of like on-ball defense. Like right here, I'm in your face and picking you up 94 feet. But the Nuggets kill you. The Nuggets role players, at least, they kill you with that off-ball stuff, bro. Aaron Gordon is one of the best cutters in the league. Michael Porter Jr., he's always getting free off cuts. They relocate well off offensive rebounds. So it's a matter of, can the Timberwolves do the small things? Because the Nuggets are boxing out. The Nuggets are boxing out on offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. The Nuggets are having good spacing. The Nuggets are gonna get the ball to their best players in the important times. They're not gonna do no BS and let goddamn like Rui Hachimura jack up something. they're going to go to a solid player. The question is, can the Wolves match that? And I honestly think they can. I just feel like it's not that it's not that the Wolves don't play good defense. It's that the Nuggets offense is,
Top two.
bro. Yeah, it's dang near a locomotive. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Jay, what you thinking?
I mean, y'all both made valid points. I personally would like to see the Timberwolves at least take it to 6 games. I do think I always go with my best player in the series rule. Best player in the series is Jokic. The teams are close enough that I think the best player wins the series.
Probably tipped it.
Yeah, best player tips it. So I think the Timberwolves get at least 2 games. Like, I think they could do it. I also think as a whole they're more competitive than the Lakers are or were. That's
a great point.
That's what I think.
That's a great point.
All around, they're trying to win. The Lakers, you can see them take plays off. When I watch the Timberwolves play, they don't take plays off unless they have to be up like 20 to take plays off.
Yeah.
And even then, if Anthony Edwards is on the court or Rudy Gobert is on the court, they're going to get mad if somebody takes plays off.
Yeah.
Bro, that's an underrated piece of a championship team, bro. Literally competitive fire, competitive edge. Are you willing to get back on defense? Are you willing to dive on the floor? Are you willing to goddamn yell at your teammate, yap at the other team? That stuff is championship.
Yeah.
And I do think the Wolves, bro, Anthony Edwards is that boy, bro. I'm cheering for the Wolves, by the way. I don't pick against the Nuggets anymore, bro. I don't pick against Jokic, bro, because Jokic can have a bad game and still put up 20 and 20. 20 and 10, damn near, in a bad game. So I don't pick against them, but hopefully AE gets a couple posters. Hopefully, no disrespect, Jamal Murray and KCP are hobbled a little bit. And we can start to see some AE in the conference finals.
And maybe this time some family drama will actually affect Michael Porter Jr. But it seems like it's a non-factor. Maybe he doesn't rock. Maybe he doesn't rock with them boys.
Nah, bro. He actually locked further in.
He actually said, "Yo, I don't care what's going on over there. Like, I got a job to do."
He locked further in, bro. Michael Porter Jr. hits it every time it goes up.
Yeah. Grant, what series are you looking forward to next?
Well, it's still 2-2 now with that Clippers and Mavs series, but I'm thinking the OKC/Clippers/Mavs, whatever team plays OKC, I think will be a good series. Again, I think the Clippers and the Mavs are hand in hand, 50-50, same team.
They're right there.
So whatever team goes against the Thunder, I think will have the same chance of beating the Thunder. Hey, man, I thought the Thunder were going to at least give up one game to the Pelicans. I thought, young team, lights too bright, piss going down their leg, they'll give up one. Mm-hmm. But I watched them dismantle the Pelicans, so it kind of changed my outlook on what it's looking like. Now, of course, the Pelicans aren't a serious team, and the Clippers and the Mavs are a little bit more serious than the Pelicans. So I think it will be a more hard-fought series. I think it will actually be a great series as well.
I do too.
So I'm going 6 or 7. I can't confirm 6 or 7. Man, I think I'm going Mavs Clippers. I'm picking the Mavs Clippers over the Thunder in 7 or 6.
I'm not mad at that.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think that since watching the series, I think that if Kawhi Leonard can get healthy and play like he's supposed to be the best player on that team, they're coming out of there and they're bodying the Thunder. That's what I think. But
how severe is his injury?
Well, I think they kind of rushed him to come back because the Mavs are good enough for like, we need you now. Like, we need you now. We're going to lose. And so he kind of rushed back. He was kind of stinking it up. He wasn't moving you can tell he wasn't moving like normally. But hopefully, like, he can get healthy because Paul George can't carry the load on his own. Like, he has, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, but we all know their playoff versions,
they disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, it's Harden, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You have to count on one of the two of them not being good any given night.
Yeah.
So.
It's literally Harden.
I'm iffy on that Kawhi situation. I've realized, bro, Kawhi's knees messed up. He'll never be healthy. His knee will always hurt. So it's the days where he needs the rest. so his knee doesn't hurt for a week, and then he gets back out there and it starts hurting after that game. So he he'll never be fully healthy.
Yeah.
My only issue with the Clippers, have you watched the Clippers offense? It is the worst offense I've ever seen in my life. It is strictly one-on-one. Strictly ISO.
Bro, you can't trust.
Not one play is being ran. Not one. I see no off-ball movement, no cutters. It is PG, ISO.
Bro,
Step back,
yeah.
tough.
do you know who their
consistent
coach is?
T. Lou,
The
bro. What's wrong
only
with
people
T.
who run
Lou?
something
Bro,
is James Harden and Zubac
T.
run
Lou.
the pick and roll. That's it.
Yes, T. Lou got that from running the pick and roll with LeBron. He doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
James Harden ISO, PG ISO, Kawhi ISO. And guess what? Maybe Norman Powell gets a corner three, and maybe Terrence Mann gets a corner three.
Yeah, from like an offensive rebound or something. That's not a play.
They don't pass.
Yeah, that's not a play.
And I yell at my TV when I watch them because I'm a sneaky Clippers fan, and they don't run. If they ran an offense, they would be the best team in the league. Definitely.
Probably.
No one would be able to guard them.
Yeah, because they do they have unstoppable offensive weapons in their starting lineup because they start the 3 stars and then they start Zubac and who do they start? Powell?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Powell's knocking down the open shot. So it's not I mean, I know he's not a star, but you can't leave him open. You can't leave Kawhi open, you can't leave PG open. I mean Man too. Man's knocking that joint down too. So I like him, but I actually think the opposite of really both of y'all. I think the Mavericks would be a better fight for the Thunder because I think exactly what you just said over the last 2 minutes about the Clippers. I think the same thing about the Mavericks, but I think the Mavericks are just better at it. Like, I don't think either of them can win a championship with that type of, that bum system, but at the end of the day, even though they lost that game, when the Mavericks came back from down 25 in the first half against the Clippers, low key, it showed me a little something. I respect it because they had just like the Nuggets in Game 2 against the Lakers, they were down 20 in the third. You could just, if you're not really locked in, like you said, Jay, competitive, you could just give up, and it's cool. We can come back next game, especially with Kawhi kind of iffy. They fought. They lost. I think they're going to be incredibly tough to stop. I don't trust Harden. Bruh, Harden is Harden, bruh. So I don't trust Harden. However, no matter who plays the Thunder, I think the Thunder are going to win. I think the Thunder go to the Western Conference Finals. And it sounds really odd to say, and it would be so incredibly odd if it was the Thunder and let's say the Wolves, these young cats, and then in the East it's going to be Jason Tatum. And probably some old dudes, probably Jalen Brunson or somebody. Or what if the Pacers sneak in there? I don't think they would, but the young talent is going crazy, bro. And I think the Thunder, offensively and defensively, were top 10 this year. They'll be fine. They'll be fine unless, like you said, Jay. The only reason I think this way is because I'm counting on Kawhi being limited. If Kawhi somehow plays top level Kawhi, everything changes because he'll probably be the best player in the series at that point.
Yeah, but who knows? I think that for my last series, coming out of round 1, I'm looking toward the Pacers and the Bucks. Obviously, I think on paper the Pacers are up. I think they should win. Damian Lillard and Giannis are out.
Hurt.
But then they lost last night with neither of those guys in.
They
let Bobby Portis go crazy. Now
and Pat
Bev. And now I'm not gonna disrespect those guys. They're competitors. And so they brought the energy. They were cooking. They were taunting them, doing all that crazy stuff. It was great. Bobby Portis and Pat Bev combo, that was crazy to see. But I do think the Pacers are gonna come out on top for health reasons.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have to play that Knicks or Sixers team, which I think the Knicks should come out on top because Embiid's limited. And I think I do disrespect Embiid a lot, but hat off to him. He's been playing this whole series and keeping it competitive the whole time.
Yeah.
So I am expecting the Knicks to come out though, because I told you long drawn out series. I think Embiid's brittle. I mean, even last game he was kind of slowing down. That's why Maxey had to go crazy. But
so you think it'll be Indiana, New York in the second round?
That's what I'm thinking. And it's
Yeah,
strictly because if the two teams that they were playing weren't injured, I'd say the opposite.
yeah. I am disappointed in all the injuries in the East, and not in the players. There's nothing you could do, but just for the entertainment and the competition of the game, the East only has like 3 or 4 real squads, and for Jimmy Butler to be hurt, for Giannis to be hurt, for Embiid to be hurt, and now Dame to be hurt as well, it is a little disappointing trying to watch the East when it just seems like Boston is just gonna literally speed run through everybody. I agree with you. Probably be Pacers Knicks. Part of me hopes the Bucks win because I like Giannis. I hope him and Dame get healthy and can come back, but I like Halliburton too, so we'll see. I think whoever plays the Knicks though, well, I think if the Pacers win, then the Knicks are probably going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm okay with that. The Knicks, they're good. The 76ers, I respect them, but I do think honestly, I think Embiid is damaging his career right now. Not from a legacy standpoint, literally from a physical body standpoint, bro. I don't think he should be hooping. Like, bro, you're not supposed to hoop on a bum knee. He's limping consistently multiple times a game, and he's touching the ball every time. Like when AD hurt his shoulder in Game 5, he was basically just standing around out there, not really going crazy. Embiid is playing hard. That's why I respect you saying hats off to him. But bro, every time he falls, like it just reminds me of when KD came back in the finals when he was on the Warriors against the Raptors, and it's like, bro, you're hurt, right? You shouldn't be playing. And then uh, Embiid's made it a lot farther than KD because KD got hurt during their first or second quarter. But a part of me kind of wishes they just said, hey, we're not beating Boston this year with a 80% Embiid. Just get healthy, bruh. Get healthy and let's run it back.
Yeah. I'm with you guys. I didn't think Embiid was going to continue to play. So, again, hats off to him. And Tyrese Maxey's been going crazy. So,
Yeah,
going stupid. So,
he's hooping.
but if it is the Knicks and the Pacers, I'm going with the Knicks as well. I think the Knicks are more of an all-around team. Jalen Brunson's that guy, man. He's he's not all-star voting or not all-star voting, MVP voting, but he's top 5, top 6 in the league right now. Oh,
Can't argue.
can't argue that. Hey, man, I thought Josh Hart was dang near running around like Pat Bev, but no, he's the best offensive rebounding guard in the league.
Nah, bro.
And casting the threes now. So, and actually finishes really well at the rim. So Josh Hart's doing his thing. DiVincenzo's hitting threes. Their defense is still pretty good. Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Anobi, Ananobi. OG has been hooping. So, I mean, it's going to be the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the real question is, do they have the facilities to take on the Celtics?
No.
Which is no. So,
Also,
I mean, the Celtics are in a whole another stratosphere
yeah,
than everybody else in the East, bro. It's not even fair.
they are.
so
I mean, they also got the Knicks got Coach Tibbs, and damn near he plays his favorite players or best players 40 minutes like minimum. So I mean, you can't you could win like that, and they are sometimes, but like that's not sustainable.
Do you think they're gonna wear down?
Yes, I think Brunson has to be averaging like 42 minutes. Has to.
Probably. Yeah,
Probably.
Tibbs doesn't play that. Tibbs doesn't play all that sitting.
He does.
Yeah,
Especially with Randall out, bruh. Yeah, he does. Yeah, they don't need rest over there.
Hey, they got good role players over there, man. They got Jalen Brunson is an underrated star. Oh, Jay, bro, you finally gonna respect Brunson as the goddamn number 1 option now?
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
got
was,
him.
I was wilding before. I was wilding. After I saw him play the Bulls here, I was like, okay, like he's like that.
Hey, bro, Julius Randle will be out this summer. He'll be out of there. He'll be packaged for something.
Yeah, probably. If they can get anything useful, though, they'll get rid of him. I mean, don't just trade him for a sack of chips, but if you can get anything useful, you got to get rid of him.
Because we're going to be out for some cash considerations.
For some cash considerations.
some salary cap.
So salary cap relief.
Yeah.
There's some money in James Dolan's pocket.
Yeah, literally.
Hell no.
They don't need him.
Hey, bro, we'll see if goddamn Chris Middleton can get possessed by the spirit of Michael Jordan again, like he did that championship year, and get them boys to the second round.
I think he's done for, man. I was watching him play yesterday. He's not that guy, or like 2 days ago, he's not that guy anymore.
He's not the same anymore. He's old.
Yeah,
Bro, he's giving them like 26, 9, and 5, though, bro.
he is, but it's also because he's just putting up mad shots. Like,
Mm.
mad shots now.
I mean, who else is shooting?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I understand. Like, I understand it's him
Bobby
and
Portis.
Bobby Portis out there. They're the dynamic duo right now. So,
Pat-Bev?
Bro, Bobby Portis is actually a good role player. Not
No,
good enough to be the number two, but
I'm jealous of
actually
some
good
of these teams' role players. Like,
role-
because I guarantee you, if they came to the Lakers, they wouldn't be
They
like.
started being bums. No, these role players are like really good. Like watching these good teams around the league, you're like, oh, so that's the difference.
Yeah,
The stars, of course, have to play like stars, but you need those role players. The Josh Harts, the DiVincenzo's, the Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis on a horrible team could probably average 20 or 22. Like he has a bag, bro. He has a post game. He's hitting the three. That, when he shoots, you're comfortable with it. Like it's probably gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Porter Jr. has the clip on him, bro. The goddamn heat-seeking missile. KCP is just sneaky booming on people in the fast break. Like those role players are very important for championship teams.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. Another great edition of Three in the Key. Can't wait to see y'all again.